Welcome to the new episode of DHTML. In this session, I am going to discuss about the DTD. That is the last topic of our syllabus. Uh, DTD, that is document type definition, and from that topic we have introduction to DTD, document type declaration, entity type declaration, attribute type declaration, right? And yes, up to that attribute type declaration. So basically DTD is nothing but rules for the XML. So consider the XML document that we intend to write the capturing bank account information. We would like to see the things such as account number, account holder name, opening balance, type account, etc. as the field which we want to capture the information. However, at the same time we also wish to ensure that this XML document does not contains any other irrelevant information, right? So in short, we need easy mechanism for validating XML document. So for validating XML document we need a DTD, that is document type definition. So this is where document type definition comes to the rescue. To validate the data, a DTD allows us to validate the content of XML document. DTD is usually filed with the extension .dtd, although this extension is optional because there is also two types of DTD file, internal and external file. Let's see in detail further. The relationship between XML and DTD, that is XML document contains data, DTD file contains rules that apply to the data. The one XML file can be applicable to multiple program, and the one data can transform to three or more than two or more programs, right? And in the absence of DTD, this is the example, but with the presence of DTD, it validates this XML data, and validated data will transform to the different programs. So this is how you can understand the concept of the DTD. DTD help us in specifying the rules for validating the content of XML document at one place, thereby allowing the application program to concentrate on the processing of the XML document. Document type declaration. The document type declaration is an XML document specifies that we want to include the reference to the DTD file. See, so there are two types of DTD types, internal DTD and external DTD. It's a classification. Internal subset means that the content of DTD inside an XML document, and external subset, that means that is outside the XML document. The DTD file is separate. So this is the example. This is how you can validate your XML structure. So this is the example of internal DTD, the first example you can prepare. So for that, XML version 1.0 and this 3-line, that is this, that is the DTD code. So it will start, the DTD code start with angular bracket and exclamatory sign. The doc type, it should be in capital letter. It's a keyword to declare the root structure. So the root structure is my book, and then square bracket. So my book contains what? So my book contains, again start with the exclamatory sign and the element keyword. Remember, all the keywords should be in capital letters, right? And my book contains one element called book name, right? And book name contains hash PC data. That means it contains data, not other sub element. So after closing that, you have to close this square bracket and then angular bracket for this opening bracket. Then after the XML code is there, 3-line XML code, right? So again, that is as per this DTD, there should be a root uh, element, that is my book. It contains book name. Yes, so my book contains a book name, and my book name contains what? Data. The computer network is data. That is data, hash PC data. So what is hash PC data and all that I will discuss further. And you have to close the tag and the root element. So as per this internal DTD code, this XML structure is valid. Same way, the same thing will be